Morning, everybody. How are y'all doing this morning? Another God-given day. Yay. So dark I can't even tell if it's rainy today. Barely got my walk in yesterday. I try to do about a mile walk every day. I do my lifting every morning regardless. Morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Is anybody even here? Okay, now we're connected on this phone. Here it is. There we go. Fine. I think we're live over here. Let me take a look. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Noticed anything different on the charts? There we go. I think we're live on YouTube. We're definitely live on TikTok. We are definitely live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and X. I think we're live everywhere now. Yay. We'll be doing some day trading today for those of you who are new. Demo only.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
I actually have to thank the doubting Thomas of our group the other day. Let me make this change. Out here clicking every day, I think. The Psychology of Trading 101. Okay, now are we saved? Yes. Does that mean we're actually on there? If so, check. I'm going to change it to no baloney. Yeah, that'll keep quiet the little fellow that was speaking up the other day. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let me. Oh, I won't be able to go back there. Okay, everybody who's here. Well, I'll let you all gather in for a second. Then we're gonna have to. All right. No call outs this morning at this time. Does anybody notice anything different on my charts? Anybody notice anything different? Good morning. Let's look at little TikTokers go. Who do we got? Good morning, Nadal. St. Car. Good morning, Aussie Trader. Thank you for the likes, Nadal. Good morning, Pickens. Oh, he's just passing through, I think. Good morning, Axel. Good morning, Larry Cooper. What's up, Larry? Good morning, Aussie Trader and NYNO. Good morning, Axel and Old School Mick on TikTok. Good morning to everybody on YouTube, Gee, I wonder how my trades are doing. I wonder what's in a. I wonder what's in a wonder ball. 6. So I'm up 689 times 2. I'm usually extremely good on the math times 2. I'm up 1,378 pips. So I'm up 1,400 points, pips, 1,400 times 10. I'll tell you how many ticks this is. I'm up 14,000 ticks on US30. Is that pretty good? You funded trader people? Is 14,000 all we can hold trades over day? Okay. Yes, you would have made over 300 multiple times. I might add. I kept doing it over and over again. So about 1,400. And then I'm about $600 an ounce on gold. One trade from January. One trade from April. Whatever. Clevers. I don't know what to tell you all. The psychology of trading. Remember when I drew this out last night? I left it up. I told you where it was going. I told you it was an upward sloping W. I told you it was going to the 90-minute blue line. I've been saying the 90-minute USD, there it is. It's just now covered it. Look. I've been saying, so remember this right here. Remember that I drew this out. I drew out the W. I drew out where we're going, the green, red. You guys have to fucking trust the system. You want to know the psychology? Trust the motherfucking system. It's too early in the morning to be cussing at us. You're offending me. I don't need to be cussed at. I'm a grown person. Get out. Leave. If you're that fragile, I don't want you in the system. If you can't take the truth, leave. If you cannot take the truth, look, leave. What did I say I wanted it to do for FOMC hours before? 5, 6, 7 hours before FOMC. Let's have a strong pull down. It went down. Then let's have the US30 to the blue line, 90-minute blue line. It did. Look at all the correct things I called. All of our indices. You could do that. I would play. Be patient. It's going to drop or two. How much motherfucking. Look at this. Play. The 90-minute. Then this is what I wrote before. 5 hours before. Let's see. A pull down. Then up to the 90-minute blue line. Gee, look. Are we at the 90-minute blue line? Gee, who's been saying this for days? Who's been saying this for all week? Crying out loud. Trust everyone write it out. Everyone write it out or get out of my live. Everyone write out, trust the system, safety trade system, or get out. I'm being as clear as I can be. I don't have any time for people who are doubters. I don't have any time for people who don't believe. If you can't trust the system and quit fucking getting tapped out by your stop losses, then get out. Then fucking leave. Write down, trust the safety. I trust the safety trade system. Write it. I'm not fucking. I might just boot every one of you that don't write it out. How about that? Will that help y'all? Sweet God. Right now, I trust this. This is the psychology of trading. Oh, this, and oh, Tony Robbins, that, and oh, this. I trust the safety trade system. That's all you need. Psychology 101. It always goes to where it's going. Always. Always. I told you for a week, since Sunday, Saturday, Friday, since last almost a week, I've been telling you to the 90-minute blue line, any buy stop. I almost see they'll pull it down. They're one-trick ponies. They ain't got nothing else. And then US30, there it is. US30 to the 3-minute blue line. There it is. There's the proof in the trades. There it is. I kept getting tapped out yesterday. I kept going in and I kept making money. By tapped out, I mean in profit, by the way. In profit, by the way. I'm telling you, IAT trade system. Aussie trader, thank you. We trust. I'll take that, Builder Las Vegas. Larry Cooper, Old School Mick, Axel, thank you. You guys on TikTok are amazing at all. Nice roll to surround with you, Ken. I mean, I'm just there's 12 people on fucking TikTok and there's 12 answers. There's 100. I got your email, Rayshawn. You didn't even, you have to learn the trades I told you to learn, and you're talking about doing other trades. We'll go over that later. I'll message you back. The sniper colors for reverse are different. Correct. Alex, I just wanted you guys to see us thinking. Good morning, Mike Lewinsky. Good morning, everybody on TikTok and YouTube. I'm telling you. Good morning, Ace Bullet. Overcomplicate everything. Let me go into the Discord. And I'm not, should I go into the Discord? We have a very good Discord, okay? Extremely good Discord. How do I work this? I don't want to offend anybody. We have a learning room in the Discord. And I see people making messages in there all day, all night, overnight, 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning. That's great. I'm glad you guys are in there. Oh, I'm going to take a sell. Oh, I got tapped out. Oh, it's been a rough day of trading for the last 2 days. Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, I made money. Oh, I did a sell. Oh, I made money. I did the buy. I'm like, what are these people talking about? I'm telling you where it's going. You can clearly see it with these green arrows are indicative is US30 above its 5-minute blue line, 10-minute blue line. The blue line would separate the system from all other systems. It 100 goes there, and I'm telling you where it's going. I'm trading with you where it's going. I told you where it's going. Throughout where it's going. I wrote out where it's going. I'm telling you day enough to take everything. Take I stop all the way to 90-second blue line. All different symbols. All of them. Right? See, look. I wrote it out here and here and here and over and over and over again. And over again. And yet, I don't understand what happens with my own. I drew this out. This is what I said was going to happen before FOMC. And then they're going to push it up. And then under the US30 90-minute blue line. Who plays FOMC like that without being live hours before FOMC's called? And I'm 100% right. Oh, he's yelling at us. Why is he yelling? He's angry. How about love and passion? How about I can't believe that I tell you what's going to happen every fucking day, and I still have people in my Discord trying to bring up the news. Can you imagine the stupidity of someone talking about the news in my Discord? Wow. Okay, I got tapped out. Oh, I got tapped out. My stop loss tapped me out. Oh, I got tapped out. My stop loss got me tapped out. Any of you say that to yourselves? Anybody here ever hear any of our other members say that, whether in the Discord on my lives? Oh, I got tapped. How would you get fucking tapped out in a loss on a trade out if you knew it was going here? I don't know. Trust the safety trade system. I swear. Now I'm going to give you all kinds of other psychological tips and things. Understand. They're giving us, by the way, we have to change this one. They're giving us free money. You have to understand that. They're literally giving us free money. They have the US30 below and the other ones above. They're giving us free money. How much more can you, what do you, listen, there's certain times when they're just giving away money. One of them is when there's 3 out of 5 in a certain position, right? We're getting that set up. But when it's on these higher time frames, right? Look, buy stop. Where do you think the buy stops? Where do you think all the indices are going to now? Where do you think all the indices are going to next? Where? Go ahead, everybody can say this out loud. You don't have to be shy. Where do you think all the indices? Go ahead and write it out. You can either write out whatever the minutes are the time. Where do you think all the indices are going to next? Jesus. And then don't fucking overcomplicate the fucking trades. Why would you fucking take a sell? God, sorry. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. None of you know where that's from. We used to watch the Bad Girls Club. What? Wow. I'm not even looking at your comments, but I will trust the system for sure. Versus separation on the morning. 2 hour thing, actually. That is correct. Axel TZR. 2 hour. Axel's the only one that got that question right. Where's the fucking indices going? Where is US30, YM1, DAS 100, NQ1, S500, ES1 going? They're all going to go. Does that mean they're not going to go down? Of course they're going to go down. You're going to see a reversal right now. If it hits the blue line, it's going to dip and go back down a little bit, back up. Where are they going to head towards now? Jesus. Good morning, Mary Cooper. So there's only one of you that knows going to. Even though I have up here, look, it's the only red thing here. They're all green. Jim, Christmas. Am I not speaking? Where the fuck is all the indices going over the next week? Where the fuck? I swear. Okay. I'm going to make this the shortest video ever here in about 2 seconds. Jesus. Wow. Inverted head and shoulders. Here, look at Clownboy here. Why don't you call in? Look at this clown. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta mute TikTok. Hold on a second. Okay. Inverted head and shoulder caused to go up. You fucking fool, micro savant. You want to call fucking numbnut? Come on, call in. What a dumbass. Yeah, here, send in your email. Send in your email. An inverted head and shoulders. Listen to, you can make an inverted head and shoulders on any fucking day of the week. Here, send in your phone number to the safety. Here, let me write it out for you. Hold on. Oh my God. We have an old school. Here you go. Send in your American phone number. I'm not calling any fucking foreign ass fucking phone number. Forex safety trade system. Here's at gmail.com. Go ahead, send in your phone number. I'll call you, and then we'll put it on your little live for you. What a fucking clown. And inverted shoulders caused it to go up. We have a winner here. Okay, I got to quick Rip it on them. Call in, bro. Call an inverted head and shoulders. This is the same guy. I'm sure he believes in. Do you believe in Fibonacci, Chu? Do you believe in? Do you believe in Fibonacci retracement? Do you believe in RSI? Do you believe in RSI too? Yeah, the old ways of trading, including the inverted head and shoulders, lose 93% of the time. And actually, inverted shoulder did a study at was it Boston or somebody? They did a study on it, and it was found to fail over 90% of the time. The inverted shoulders, anyway. They did a whole show on it. I did on head and shoulders. This is your actual truth of what happens. Waiting for your email with your phone number, micro servant, savant, whatever the fuck you call your name. Go ahead. Fact, all the old ways of trading fail us 93% of the time. 93% of all traders quit within the first 2 to 3 years of trading. 93%. Why would they quit if inverse head and shoulders worked? Why would they quit? They wouldn't. They quit because the old ways of trading suck fucking ass. That's why. There is no inversion. Why it went to where it went to, because the safety trade system said it was going there. We drew it out, traded was going before it even happened. There's my receipts for my trade from the first time they called it. There you go. This would be fun though. Come on. Where's your fucking phone number at? Where'd you go? Where's your phone number at? Inverted head and shoulders cause cut. Okay. Come on. Where's he at? I can't wait. If you can't fucking send in your own phone number, I'm not waiting. So here's the psychology of trading. Don't listen to micro savant. There's your first heads up. Next heads up. Listen to the forex safety trade system. It's the only thing, the safety trade system, the only thing you ever need to use for trading. That is the psychology of trading. We've been calling out gold as a buy years. We've been calling out trade after trade, hundreds. Where's all his hundreds and thousands of YouTube videos? Where's his playlists at? I wonder. Where the fuck is his phone number at? I wonder. Come on. Why are you being shy? You're such a big mouth on there to go ahead and say what you got. Go ahead. Inverse head and shoulders. And on what timeline would you find that inverse head and shoulders? Exactly how is your prerequisites to call a reverse head and shoulders? What is your exact ins and outs? I have exact trades. I have a trade tracker that tracks every one of my trades. I write down every one of my, well, I don't work in does, Kim thing does. I have an actual room where I track every one of my trades. Every day they're written down for the last 6 months. Every trade I've ever called is written down. And every trade I've ever called, I'm sure 99.99% has been correct, by the way. Every trade. Go back and look at it. We can stop it at any time. I called Bitcoin back on 3/8/2024 with that 26,500. I proceeded to call it 900 times correctly over the next year and a half, well, 2 years now. And you can't even send a number. Come on. Where are you at? Good morning, Big. Micro Savant. How long does it take you to send an email? Had to go to number, get the number. It's going to where the system is at. I can't waste any more time on them. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Well, you had your chance to learn and become better. I was trying to help you. We were going to have a nice talk. But now you're done. Damn. There you go. I can't waste my time on negative energy like that. I was actually going to try to save them. I was going to try to get them to understand. Now, listen. The name of the show is two names. Okay? The name of the show is two names. See if I start not calling out anything. I might not call anything in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. The name of the show is Psychology of Trading 101. Okay? This is the 120. Okay? I know the 90 minutes out of order. I'm just showing you the 90 minutes. Yeah, that's all. See something. The psychology of trading means you have to get out your brain. You have to take yourself out of the. Let's see. Is a 45-minute normal? Hold on. Oh, it might be normal. Is there a 22 minute? Hold on. I just looked it up while trying to help you all out. I need to see something. I think it's reading my thing. So for instance, if I added oh Keith, this is too cool. I think Keith made it so it's reading my. Let me see if this switches to 90 and 120. He still never sent his phone number. Oh look, Keith, Keith is so fucking good. Our coder, my friend, my good friend, best friend at this point. He made it so it's actually not just reading what was built in, it's reading whenever I add it. It can read anytime. Wow. That is too fucking cool. Well, there you go. All right. Oh, this is so fun. This is so fucking fun. There we go. Morning, Joe Biga. So the name of the show The Psychology of Trading 101, Trust the Safety Trade System of the show. And when I keep hearing and seeing, and I'm going to have to be very specific about this, I'm going to go into the Discord. We're going to go under the learning room. We're going to go down. I can't even see what we're writing. We're going to go, good morning. Please do not state. Please do not ever talk about the news or getting stopped out here. We're told that I'm trying to word this right. I don't offend anybody in there because they're nice people. But it just drives me nuts. Oh, and do this because of the news. No, it's not going to do anything because of the fucking news. It's going to go up to the fucking 90-minute blue line when you were told for a week. But that's not true. You're told for the past 3 weeks exactly where it was going. I.e., price action was going to the US30 30-minute first, then 45-minute, then 90, then 2 hour. Oh, sorry, well, that's going to be. If you are playing cells, medium to long term, you are 100% not listening to me or the system. If you are getting tapped out, you are not listening to me or the system. So please watch today's live about the mental side of trading. And now, that's to my members who are very, very nice. They're good people. They're good men. They're good women. They're good people. But I'm not listening to it. I'm not listening to it. I'm done. This is a psychology you have to have. So let me write it out for you guys. Some of you just don't understand my speak. I'm so weirded out by that. The mental side of trading 101. No more getting tapped out and lost. Why? Why? How could that be? Why? How? Because you will trust the system. No more when do I get in? Because you're not thinking, you guys aren't thinking, when do I get in? I whatever. Because you trust the system. I don't know how much. No more the trade turned against me. Because you will trust the system. No more. How do I get out? Do I put a buy? Do I do a sell? Do I do a buy? Do I do it? Do I? What's some of the other things you got? No more to use the old ways of trading because you will. And you do not combine my system with RSI, the shittiest fucking thing ever. You don't combine it with inverse head. I haven't heard about inverse head and shoulders in forever. Fucking moron. And he still hasn't sent in his phone number, by the way. No, because you will trust the system. Okay. Everyone can no more panicking for your stop loss. Why? Because you will trust the system. Yeah, because you get panicked as soon as it starts going against you. I don't know how to say it. It is literally just trust the motherfucking just. I know it sounds easy, and I know it's hard. You just have to burn it in. So how do you burn it in? You go back and rewatch me trading over and over and over again, hundreds of times. Oh, remember, there's sometimes you guys thought, oh, the trade's going down. Kevin's wrong. They just do sell stops to make the buy stops on the higher time frame. Oh, I've been preaching the same thing over and over and over again for years and years and years, and yet here we still sit. So they're going red. No, I don't know. My brother was 2 times. Try to stay focused. I know it's very hard for any one of us to stay focused for more than 17 seconds, I think it is, on any particular subject. Oh, that might be down to 5 seconds now. But you have to understand, and in your core of core beliefs, I'm even checking my spam and everything for this client. He's yet to send in. I've checked all mail. Nope, nothing. What a fucking inverse head and shoulders. He had to be a clown. He had to be a fucking troll. There's no way that anyone would say that, because inverse head and shoulders was worse than regular head and shoulders. And regular head and shoulders was debunked by, I don't know, one of the universities. Okay. So 7s or yes, if you guys understand the mental of trading, you don't try to use the old ways of RSI, look to the left, ascending, descending wedge, navel, candle patterns, volume. You do not use any of those things with my system. Where do I put my stop loss? Give the trade room to breathe. What do I do? Why am I getting tapped out over and over again? If you guys don't trust the system, why did you, morning, George, why did you buy it? Why are you here? I'm so confused. Look, I just got like 8 different things on TikTok and 3 on you guys on YouTube today. I don't, how else do I help you guys, understand? Can you read that on TikTok? I don't know if they can read that on that. What's up, Guy Burger? What's up, Red2588? So how is psychology? Well, there's Tony Robbins, there's Joe Despacito, there's the Napoleon Hill, there's this, there's that, and the psychology of trading, and how to train your mind, and how to, yes, but how you have to do it is exactly this. Get out of the beta brainwave, go into your alpha brainwaves. Then when you're in your alpha brain, go ahead and learn to trust the system. How do you trust the system? You repetitively see me win every day. You repetitively watch the videos every day. You do your demo trades every day. Then you can do your little I am the voice, meaning now I am the voice. I am in control, not a victim. I am happy, not sad. I am grateful, not self-harming. I am loving, not mean. I am safe, love. Then you would say what? I trust the safety trade system, not doubt it. I believe in the safety trade system, not doubt it. I believe in the safety trades over and over and over again. And tell yourself, do it right before you go to bed. Do it right before you go get up, or right when you get up in the morning. Make it emotional. Make it so you're jumping up and down, say it and you think it. Picture yourself being so happy with your trades that you may. I started off with $100 a day. Then I wanted $500 a day. Then $1,000 a day. Then $2,000. And I saw myself picturing it. And you have to trust the system. When the system tells you it's going 30-minute, it went to the 30-minute. When it told you that it's going to the 1 hour, it went to the 1 hour, and then the 90-minute, right? And irregardless, let's get clear, whether this would have went up, whether this would have went up, see how it went up and hit the 90-minute right here? It didn't matter. I made so every time it went up over the orange line, right? There's your orange line. Every time it went up, that was 50, 100, 200, 300 pips. And it kept doing it over and over and over again. And over and over and over again. What? Let's see, this one. How many times could you have made money on one trade? Oh, I don't know. Instead of losing, you could have made money the very first time it flipped up and over. 1, 2, did it 3, 4, 5. I know we did those 6, 7, somewhere around 7 to 8 times. Over and over and over again, it kept going up over the orange line towards the blue line. You could have been, there's your buy. Green, green, red, green, green. Oh, there's the, why did it go down? It forms the W in the middle. That's what on the higher time frames, that's what it does. Again, what is the W in the middle? It comes down, comes up, the M in the middle, comes down, and then it goes up. That's what it is. This is your buy stop. When the sniper crossed the pink line, I heard people whine about that. Well, the sniper crossed the pink line. It went that, this is a fucking hour trade. Each candle. Well, let's see how long it took. This trade from the first time this was called was 11:30 on May the 6th. And before it went, well, hell, we're getting up here. So that is over an entire, and that's not true, because it started up back here too. Yeah, this is where it first came in. So what was my first trade? That's when the first trade was. Hold on. So this whole trade took 4:30. This whole trade took 8 days to complete. 8 days to complete. And you guys are whining and talking about, oh, it went up and down in 30 seconds. I got tapped out. I don't know why I got tapped out. Jesus. If you're having trouble with your account size and you're worried about taking a 50 pip loss on account, because it went up this way, by the way. If I go over to any of them, it'll be the exact same thing. If you go to NAS or SPX or ES1 or they're all up. They all went up. So you could have been on SPX, put a 50 pip stop loss in, took every buy ever all the way up. It's a little harder because it's a big boy, and you have to have your big boy pants on in order to trade it. TikTok. Yeah. Just use it for me. Okay. Now, take that on. Listen. Yes, because I've had the system, and yes, because I've been doing this a long time, I make it look pretty damn easy. I understand that. And is it as easy as I make it look sometimes? Tommy and a few people, sure. Is it as easy as I look, though? No. No, it is not. It is extremely challenging to trade. There is the mental side of it. But you have to understand that the mental side of it is easy. And I know, oh, I'm so used to trading with support, since I have to have support and resistance lines. You just have to trust the system. Watch. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to this very, very well. We knew where it was going the whole time it was going. I remember calling this trade, actually. I remember I left you all that morning. I said, nope, buy stop. It was right here at the very end of that. I remember. And at that time, I think that I was in the trade right now. Say that. This trade right here, though, was easy. You have to trust the system. It can't go down forever when it's a great red, great buy stop. It can't go down forever where see that pink line, see the pink cross. I teach you this. That pink cross, 99% of the time, 90% of the time, especially on the high range, 99% of the time, is the lowest. That's where your lowest point is. See, when you go and across, and this is a cross right here, this would be your stop loss right there. And if you put your stop loss right here, let me give you a hint. If you put your stop loss right here, you could never tapped out on any trade going up. You couldn't have been tapped out. Do you see how FOMC, it didn't matter? Do you see how I called FOMC right before it happened? Hours before it happened? Understand what I'm trying to teach you here. I think some of you are just so far gone in the old ways of trading. I don't know if I can help you. I just don't know if I can help you. I really don't know. You have to give up on the old ways of trading. You have to ways of trading. Quit trying to hold on to shit. It doesn't help you. I don't know if it will take that or not. No, it won't do it. Damn, I'm gonna have to get pizza. No, I'll have to add that in there. So it's not going to do the price action. So if you knew the true stop loss on this would have been on the 90-minute, you put your stop loss here, then why are you even getting tapped out here? Take profits on my tap outs because that's the way I trade. You guys are taking losses on your tap outs, which makes 0 sense. I leave my runners open. Sometimes they hit and they run forever. For instance, these right, that right there. You notice my first one that's still open on this is from 4/30, April the 30th on this trade. Up 1,300 pips, points, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I call it pips because I made the fucking system. I'll say what I want. And they actually have to be done that way when they're coded. So I'm just saying, I need gold from January 13th because of that $680 an ounce. From January, I trade. Yeah, I'm like $5,000 in swap fees. That's okay. I'm gonna hold this for a whole year, about $12,000 of swap fees. That I can just prove a point to you. So yeah. If you have your stop loss in the appropriate spot on trade, so let's go up, for instance, to the 2-hour trade. Okay. See the 2-hour trade? Now listen to me. When you have a 2-hour trade like this, look at it good. It's going to go up to here, right? Your stop loss is here. Oh my God, there's no way I can't do that. Oh my God, what? I can't do that. There's just no way I can do that. Okay. Right? So you can't do it. Your stop loss on SPX would be 100 pips. 100, there's no fucking way I would do 100 pips stop loss. If you're at a 0.01, that's $100 drawdown, 100. Oh, well, I can't trade funded trader. I didn't say you could. Well, I don't know, but I didn't say you could. I'm just telling you where to place it. Now let's say, look at this. It's a beautiful one. Watch. All right, let's teach you some things here. It went down, right? Went down lower. Okay, this is not an upward sloping W. You would have been tapped out for your stop loss right here. Okay, so let's take a look. You would have entered the trade right here on the orange line. Your stop loss would have been there. So this is the truth. This is what would have happened. You lost on this trade from here, 30 pips. Is okay stop loss for any trade and any symbol. You guys need to learn that it varies per symbol, but 30 pip stop loss. Yes or no? And people use a smaller lot size as they can enter the correct stop. That's exactly what I'm teaching old school. Correct. Yeah. It's a perfectly fine stop loss, right? You'd have lost 20 pips. If you had re-entered the trade, like roll whatever it is, 9 or something like that, you'd have entered it. I think it's right. Is it right there? I can't see it. Maybe right there. You would have been up 70 pips. So you'd have lost 20, and you'd have made, well, you'd have made a lot more. Traded all these off that you'd have made. Is 70 bigger than 20? Yes or no? How about 4 hour? We're not looking at the 4 hour. Yep, it is 70. You'd have eaten with my system a $20 stop loss on SPX. You would have lost. Absolutely. Okay. But you would have re-entered the trade because everything is the same, the green, red, green. But would you have really taken a loss? Let's take a look. Would you have really taken my system? I argue that with you. Here we go. All right, we're going to zoom even more. Watch. You know the routine now. If you guys would just wait for this right here, red, green, red, green. If you only get on the second leg of the W, you would have no losses. For you. Because I really didn't have a loss with my system. Even though you think you did, even though I said you did, let's just take a look at that. I was correct in saying that or not, because I'm going to show you how to trade this. And okay, maybe I can move this up a little bit more now. Okay, here we go. Now listen. Whew, that was fun yelling at you guys this morning. If you wait for this leg of a W or a third sometimes. Have to have patience. Okay. If I'm writing something down, you guys need to write it down. Now listen. It's the green. Green. It does sometimes go to red again. Red. And then green on the bullshit protector. Yes. That's the meaning of that one, by the way. I didn't know that. Okay. Now, Evans, if you guys understand what I'm saying, there's some of you never been taught W's or M's, but this would be your W. 90% of the time on a higher time, other than this bullshit they did right here, they always make it even / slightly upward sloping M. So if you go by just the not the wick, but the candle, it's an upward sloping M. But of course, they have to do the shit right here, trying to grab your stop losses, which would have been right here. Okay. So if you waited for the second part of the W, the second or third, sometimes we'll drop it 3 times, doesn't matter. And it's going to the blue line. There you go. Yes, apologies, Kevin, but I only use this correct. That's why when what's his face said you don't don't use stop losses, I got so pissy with whoever that kid was, is because, right, you don't put a stop loss on a trade. Now, if you're trading a full lot or something like that, fuck yeah, you better. But if you're trading just like a 0.01 like you should be in a smaller account that they have, whatever, then by all means, you actually don't even use the holdings, right? But I don't want to teach that, so I'm going to just fluff over that for you. Good morning, Grant. Good morning, Neil. All right, so listen. You have to have patience for the W to a lot of it, literally a lot of it, 7 days or whatever this was, or fucking this one was like 2.5, 3 days. Well, depends when you consider your start on the pool. But anyway, so this is it. And see how it looks on your sniper. And see, this would be lines, the sniper pink line across the blue, right? This is supposed to be the lowest point of the trade. Well, if you look at the candle bodies, it is like if I change this over from candles over to the line, you wouldn't even see this right here. It only tracks the center point of the candle, so you wouldn't even see that pulled out. Nothing didn't happen. But if you wait for the second part of it, now again, I don't normally teach this, so pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, now, if you want to actually trade according to the rules, right? Let's go back here. If you wanted to trade going back to the grab bone, watch, we're going to go back in time. They have a very good playback there. I love the playback feature. It's extremely good. Okay, let's go here. I don't know if I'm below that. Yep. All right. So if our entrances for the trade, I apologize for anybody who knew this is going to be pretty out of there. It's going to be pretty advanced. We're supposed to wait for the orange line to come below the yellow and the red. That's what we're supposed to do. So let's see if it does that. Let's see. Okay. It's so we just clicked above it. So technically, I'm going to go ahead and say you've got to have to drop into that trade, even though it's not below there. So if I was going to enter the trade, it would be right off of that. We're kind of right there. So I'm going to enter the buy on that. And I'm going to say I would have entered it already anyways, but let's see how this works. It's kind of out of the way. Now, okay. So technically, you're supposed to enter off the orange line when it goes below. Feel free to do that forever. It's perfectly fine. We have green, red. Pink's coming up to the blue. Yep, I would absolutely have taken this trade. So let's just say we took this trade. Oh, what we're doing. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's close that up. I want to go over to US30 real quick. I don't want to use US30. Let me get rid of these strongest. Oh, good. I did actually see that. It's funny. Right, let's go back in time again. We're going to go back in time. I just like using Yuri because there's a lot more tips for you guys to see. All right, we're going to go right to here. And again, we're just waiting for the orange line to go below. It's getting really involved. Oh, we're not trading. We're just fuck off. Chill for a second and learn something and fucking Bibles. Okay. Now listen. Okay, now here we go. Now, the orange line is below the yellow. That's cool. It's not below the red. We have green, red. We have the pink coming up. I would still take this trade. You have to follow the rules. I would take it if that was. I would just take this. So I don't know what this would have been for us, but let's take a look. You would have got in at the orange line. At the orange line, right about there. And it went up to there. So you would have made, I don't know, 190. So you made 150 pips or so on that trade. Let's just go forward. Now, see, that's much better. Now you have the orange line at the red slash slightly below, looks like to me. Definite entry upon when this crosses the orange line. You have your green, 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 red. You have the pink across the blue. You can see the blue arching down. This is just a perfect trade right there. So I might not have took the first one, although I know it'll be aggressive with that. I would have. I absolutely will take it any time it goes over that. So let's head over there. Oh, fuck yeah. Yep. There it is. You can see the orange line. Yep, absolutely. Is it at this point? No, I'm going to enter the trade anyways because that's just what I do. Back over again. I swear I gotta remember this. Oh, now we're here. Can I make this full screen without the other? Yes, I can. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. Green, 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 red, green, green, buy stop, and I'm looking at the orange line. See how it's right there? Absolutely taking the trade as soon as price action goes over this line. Every time I'm taking the trade, the orange line, green, 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 red. Why am I going to take the trade? Because I know the fact that US30 was heading to it. Oh, it's a 9-minute. I want to get this up exactly like you guys would have been trading. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm going to have to go back in and so we're looking at how would you have traded the this trade. There we go. This is much better. There we go. We're on the 90-minute. I made a 90-minute to the US30 blue line call. I set it for the last 3 days. I'm teaching you how to actually trade. All right, here we go. We have set up green, 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 red. We know that US30 is going to the 1.5 hour, the 90-minute trade because all these one. Shit. We'll come back to that. NAS and Q1, SPX and ES1 were all over their 90-minute. US30 was below it. US30 was below it. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you that. Here's the 90-minute line. Watch. All of the indices. This is ES1, SPX, and Q1, NAS100 were over. US30 was under. That's what we were playing this here while they were all over. US30 was under. Okay, so they were giving us free money. Just so you're clear, they're giving us free money to the blue line because all these other ones were over. So this is how you spot your trade. You clearly see green, 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 red, green, 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 red, green, 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 green. But I stopped on all of them. The one that was under the blue line was the US30. Morning, Lachey. Old school mix. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. Nice. Okay, so now we're back to work. We're trading US30. 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minutes, like hours, so the 90-minute to the blue line. Why are we trading it? Because all other indices were up there in line with price action. US30 was below it. We have a buy stop for, we have the blue line below. The most important reason they could perform below the blue line. Hopefully, are low. See the difference? Not low, not low, not low. This is the correct buy stop. This is the one that could ultimately go up to the blue line because the sniper blue line. Again, I don't teach you this often either, so you might want to write that down. And when you have the sniper, these are fine. These are perfect. Still make sure. Okay. So these are fine entrances. The film cap should go down to probably somewhere in the 30-minute, 45-minute range. You can take any trade, but this one. This is the true 1.5 hour buy stop to the blue line. When you see all three of the sniper lines go down, everybody see the difference? All for blue, pink, purple, all low. These are good trades, right? This is the correct trade for the blue line. This one came up, almost touched it. I give you guys 5. It's a very good trade, very good trade, very good trade. This is the correct trade. Does everybody get the tip? Yes or no? Do you see how this is the correct trade? Yes or no? Look, I'm giving up my my weight training for you guys. I'm giving up my walk for you guys. I'm giving up my breakfast for you guys. I'm sitting here trying to help you all.
Demo trade only. I am not a advisor.
Yet another reason why you want the sniper. Okay. Absolutely buy this. I would sell my car and buy a sniper. I drive a used car. All right, so here we go. This is what like. This is our entrances when the orange line goes below the red and the yellow. Definitely below the yellow. You have no choice. Has to do that. Okay. So this is the sniper telling us it's the correct one to go to the blue line on the time frame it's on. You can go down to probably a 30-minute here or 45-minute. You'll see that the blue and pink and purple will be down with the buy stop going to its blue line. But this is the correct setup to go to its blue line right here. The price action bullseye blue line. Okay. So that's it. Now, how to enter this trade is what I'm trying to go over with you, because some of you kept getting capped out. Well, watch. If this is our orange line right here, that's not where it is. This is called your buy stop, right? Or your entry. That is your entry. So we're going to take it anytime it goes above that. So let's just go for it. Now look, see what it did here? It did one of those bullshit little up and comes down. Well, if you'd have had your buy stop set right here, and it went up to there, that's 150 pips. So on a completely loser trade, if you're trying to scam us, would you have taken profit at 150 pips? Yes or no? So there's the first entrance to our trade. Of course, who the hell wouldn't take 150 pips profit? Jesus. Profit at 20 pips, 30 pips, 50 pips, 80 pips, 100 pips, 150 pips. Yeah. You should have fucking took profit at 150 pips. All right. So we have our first win. We're up 150. We didn't even do. No, it's going to the blue line. So let's see how much we have to go here. From here, it's going to go up to there. 446 pips. So we got 400 pips today. Would we leave a runner open? 7s for yeses, 9s for no. Would we leave a runner open? 7s for yeses, 9s for no. A runner is a trade that we put in break even, and then at the slightly above break even, we let it run. Right? Old school Mick, thank you, Alex. Yeah, of course you would. So where do we put our runner at? Well, you put your runner at, as I just told you. If this would have been you'd have answered here. You could put your runner open, put your stop loss here, or you can move your runner to slightly break even, which is here, and you'd have been tackled. That's what happened to me a lot this last time. So I got tapped out. I made money, right? I made a lot of money on the way up. I mean, some of those trades were thousands of dollars. So we would demo trade only.
Trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
What's up, Daniel? We're doing great. You missed the beginning of this show. You should go back and watch. I'm yelling at you guys. It's a lot of fun. All right. So this is, I would move mine to slightly above entry, right? Slightly above the other purple line. This is my runner. And then I would made 100, 150 pips. I just sold at least one or two. I'd let the other one in to take runner profit right here. Or I would use this as my stop loss, like I did on my 430. Either way, my runner would have been tapped out on the actual candle, a 190-minute candle. It would have been tapped out on the same candle, and I wouldn't have made anything on the runner. But at my 431, I left it down low. And I think I used it here, but whatever. I left it down low, and yeah, it's down there. And it's still running. That's true. It's still running. But this way, if you left it down here, could have made your money, but you'd have had to eat a lot of pips on this trade. So I'm trying to teach you to put your stop loss and slight take profit and just let it run. Sometimes it'll you out, and sometimes it'll move till you make 1,300 pips. All depends. Okay? So that's how I'm trying to analyze the trade and how I trade. This is how I trade. Exactly what goes through my mind. Now, what do we do? Go forward again. Uh-oh. It's way down here. We didn't tap out, by the way. We left your stop loss right here. So far, so good. Now, could you have entered the trade down here rather than the orange line here? Of course you could have. You could enter the trade anytime you want, right? Because why? Because you know that it's going to, this is your right here. This is our stop loss right there. You've already been down of this. You can clearly see now that our orange line is below the yellow and the red. This is absolutely 100% I'd be getting in. I don't think a 2 flux would trade when simple what I'm doing. I will take this trade. It's a green, 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 red. US30 is below when all the rest are above. It's going to the US30 blue line right here. We have the buy stop formula. We have all three of my snipers. This is the most important thing right here. All three below like this. It's going to go to the blue line. You can take what I was trying to tell you guys. You take buy stop after buy stop. You can do what's called dollar cost averaging on a trap. I swear to God. You can look. This is about you can enter it here, or you could just do the entry right here off the orange line. But any time it's at its low, just keep re-entering the trade because you know where it's going. That's what I started this whole little live with. You have to trust the system. You know this is the correct buy stop to take. Green, 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 red, green, green, pink, blue, blue. You can see clearly that these aren't that. Well, it didn't know it came really close to the blue. Absolutely it did. But this one is going to shoot us to the blue line. Absolutely it will. See how the orange line did go below the yellow, the red, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of reasons why it didn't go up. So this is why you're watching or seeing. So let's go ahead and actually put entry on this one. Okay, we're in the trade. We're going to go for now. Look. It went further down. You'd have been tapped out on this one on your stop loss. You only made a. We're going to go ahead and move into this one. We're going to take another entry. I'm going to make this my new. Hold on. Let's redraw all that for you. We're going to make this up a little bit. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. We're going to make this. I'm going to turn. Hold on. Okay. Now we're completely. That's kind of crazy where that is. So we're going to enter the trade right here, as I said. It's below both of these two lines. We have a stop in place. Look at the pink and the purple and the blue. We know we're going to the blue line. We know this is absolute perfection. And we know it just so we cut it again. It went over the top. Obviously, that's profit for us, but whatever. We're going to go forward again. Okay, now we had to enter the trade again. And I missed it because you know where we're at. But look at the profit, the number of pips so you can see the trade. We got it down here on the orange line. It went up to here. It's 258 pips. Good profit. Well, we made 150 on this one, right? We just made 250 on this one. Oh, but it didn't go to the blue line, blah, blah, blah. Yep. You would keep entering the trade over and over again, but that's fine. Just showing you how you could take this trade every time. There it is. There's your orange line right there. 250 this time. Pink cross the blue. Well, now look at all your pieces. Pink cross the blue. I'm fully suspecting this is going to be our low. I'm going to put my stop loss down here. Okay. We have a buy stop. We have it going here. We know it's not there yet. We have all this room to go. We know that we enter off at this orange line right here. We could enter off the red, yellow line right there. Hell, you could enter off the orange line right here. Why? Because we know it's going to here. So you can actually just split the difference. You don't even have to worry about your entrances. Watch. Remember I wrote that down at the beginning of the thing. You can enter the trade down here, 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 here. Anytime before it gets to the blue line, because you know it's going to the blue line. So when I tell you you can throw a fucking buy stop in here. This is my buy stop. You can say, oh, went up and down, went up and down, went up and down, went up and down, and went up and down. up and down to it, and then up to it. That's all. It doesn't matter. Oh, but you're teaching us to get in off the orange line. That's the best. That's safe. This is when you're actually in the right trade. You have to make sure you're in the fucking right trade. You see this, and it's going to the blue line. And all other indices are above, right? All the other indices are above. We have the pink off the blue. We have the orange underneath the red and the yellow, right? We have the blue line we're aiming towards, right? When you have that, you can enter anywhere. It doesn't matter where you enter the trade. You could have literally took the fucking trade, to be clear, right here, and it could have gone straight down to here, but you would have still made money because you know it's going to there. Never trust the system. You could have taken it at the absolute fucking worst time to take the trade, and you still would have made 200 pips, 220 pips. Is any of this getting through to you? This is so dangerous. Okay, see, when people come in and they're douching like it's me, Dan, and he doesn't understand anything he's talking about, and he's clueless on what it means to trade, okay? He's out. You're done. We're not dealing with you. It's me, Dan. It's you, a fool, Dan. That's what you are. 1,000 secured profit. Runner is currently up 1,000. I want to close so bad. I'm training myself to be better. I'm a runner for this system. Well, wow, you're teaching on it today. Nice, Damien. Congratulations, Damien. Okay, excellent. Yes. So is anything getting through you guys? Can you understand now when I tell you it doesn't? Now, you the traders, just put your mind aside and don't listen to any of this because you're trading under false rules. Under wrong rules. They're forcing you to trade under bullshit. But the reality of trading is it doesn't matter where it doesn't. You can get in down here, make a shit ton. You can get in here with the line. You can get in here at the tip of the ball thing. Right here. I don't care. You know what's going here. It's going there. This is so dangerous. People are these clowns in this world. They didn't have a fucking clue what he's looking at, but it's so dangerous. Fucking clown world. All right. Damn. US30 go. I'm now up over 1,400 pips. Wow. Over 70 random trade. Damn. This is incredible. All right. Anyway. So now we entered in 150 pips. We entered in 250 pips. Watch. It doesn't end. Okay, you're even in more money. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. I would enter in again. I would enter in absolutely right here. I would do another buy right there. Same thing. Now, see, this is where everybody, this is where the people in the Discord were fighting up. This is what they're doing. We're on a 90-minute buy and sell, and they were trying to do 30 seconds. This is a 90-minute buy. They're trying to do 1 minute sells. 30-second buys, 15 seconds. Well, it's going up and down. You see it? Sideways moving market consolidation. What the fuck it is? It's moving up. All it's doing is moving up to the next highest time frame up here, 2 hour. Then it hits and it goes up. So it's all it's doing. It's forming the center. And right here, it's probably look down a little bit right here. There's a come back up again. Red. This is just perfection right here. So you're trying to play 30-second 1 minutes on a 90-minute buy. What you need to be doing is playing the 90-minute buy, put your stop loss down here. If you're going to play these shitty ass 30 seconds 1 minute buys and sells that you're trying to do against the flow of the river, and that's wrong. Okay? So please understand that you have to understand that when you're trying to play 30 1 minute buys and sells, you have to look at your trading a 90-minute, 1.5 hours buy stop to the blue line with your stop loss down here for 1 second or 5 seconds for your 30-second, right? You can't play them on the 30-second if you're playing a buy stop on a 1.5 hour buy. So you can't get tapped out on that if this is your stop loss. Sevens, if that makes sense to anyone other than Axel and Old School and Joe Vega. I have to understand that you can't play fucking 30-second sells when you're in the middle of a 1.5 hour buy. Where's my little picture at that the kids use? Hold on, do I have it open? I might not have it open. I do. Okay. This, you guys are trying. This is the flow of the river. 1.5 hour buys, right? This is our buys. This is our 1.5 90-minute buys. This is where it's going. Then they come in here and try to do a 30-second sell, or a 5-second sell, or a 10-second sell, and you can do it. You can get away with it, but you don't go against the flow of the river. Maybe instead of doing the sells, you guys should be looking at, oh, maybe I should look at a 30-second buy, a 10-second buy, because that's a 10-second buy, and go with the flow of the river. You do not want to go against the flow of the river. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you, because it drives me bonkers to see in my own Discord hundreds of messages in the learning room. Well, I'm going to take the sell to the 30-second. I'm going to take the sell to the 15-second. I wonder why I got tapped out. Oh, it's the market's been going sideways. Oh, the market's been hard. Oh, in my own fucking Discord? See, I let them do it. 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 But no, I'm going to start blocking and taking them into timeout and putting them in a timeout when they talk about, oh, well, the news at 2 o'clock, this is, I don't know, but the news at this, you mentioned one motherfucking thing about the news again, I'm banning you. John is a voice of reason, and they're John Parker, but man, some of us don't understand. You do not take a fucking sell stop when you're in the middle of a fucking 90-minute buy stop. That is, it doesn't even make sense to me. Can you do it? You make money, sure. Should you do it? No, you shouldn't. God, it's like pulling teeth with some of you. I tell you I only take buys. You see my trades where I only take buys. And then I see you smarter people than me take sells. Really? I invented the system. Really? I'm up $80 so far in this demo trade. Nice, big. Congratulations. And you wonder why I get passionate? I get a little disappointed when I see you guys taking sells. You only take buys when you're in a higher time frame buy stop. And people are, well, I can make money on the way down. You absolutely can make money on the way down. You absolutely can. I don't know what to say. The system works with buys, it works with sells. If you're in a higher time frame buy, you don't do a sell. Am I clear on that? Yes or no? I'm just trying to keep it as real as I can with you. You guys still want to try to outthink me. You want to reinvent the wheel. You want to do the sells anyways. What am I supposed to do with you all? I don't know what to do with you all. I happen to have created the system. I made the system. God gets all the glory. I'm trying to train you on the system. And then you guys go against what I tell you to do. Ignorance at its best. Like, I'm trying to teach you how to do a trade, how to trade properly, what to do, and in return is I know more than the teacher. I'm going to go ahead and do these sells while we're in a buy. Okay, yep, you're right. I'm sure you could have taught Bruce Lee a few things too. Whatever. I'm just here teaching the way I trade. Demo trade only. I'm not a financial advisor.
Demo trade only. I am not a a financial advisor.
I grew my practice account from 35,000 to 4 weeks only on buys. Correct, old school mix. Thank you for doing the demo buys, and thank you for only doing the buys, right? Morning, Filio. Yes, says Vince. Good morning, Vince. Good morning, Aussie Trader. Yes, Larry Cooper, Ace Bull. Thank you, guys. I don't know. The people on YouTube are just weird. Thank you for your effort and helping us. We appreciate you. Thank you, Alex, for speaking up. All right. So again, just so we're all clear, you could have entered this trade right here. Watch this one. You guys are going to laugh your ass off. These little shitty trades that people were trying to do. You could have entered off the orange line. Could have entered off the orange line. Could have entered off the orange line. Let's take a look and see what those orange line trades would have netted you. About 60 pips. Now you have to ask yourself, these are shittier than shit, but they're still 70 pips. Could you have netted 50, 40 of those, 30 of those? So you could have made money the one time, the two time, the 3 time, 4 time, 5 time. 70 pips. You could have made 150, 250, 70, 70, 70. Okay? I will own up to doing sells, but that is only the smallest lot, and because I cannot wait. I know, yeah, people have trouble with waiting. I did it in old school. Okay? But you can see how it went over the orange line. You could have made money multiple times. While it was a buy, you could have made your 70 pips. Good morning, Matt Parker. You should go back to the beginning. You love it. I was yelling at everybody. I'm blessed. All right. Now look. Now into the trade off of this orange line. I think it went up to here. 200 pips, 190. So you make 150, 250, 70, 70, 3 more times, and a couple hundred right here. You could have done this over and over again rather than try to go down to the 30-second or try to go down to the. This is all you had to do. And again, and again, and again, and here's again. And look at this one. See what they did right here? This is how they collect. This is called bullshit. This is why I'm on here live with you guys, helping you out as much as I do. Because of this candle right here, there is no on earth for them to do this other than to collect the stop losses of all the contracts of everybody who had a stop loss. You could have placed it here, right? This candle is why I do what I do for you guys, because they are a bunch of scumbag, motherfucking, cheap, fucking piles of shit. Oh, hold on. Let me leave this right here. Because the powers that be are the biggest scam ass motherfucking piles of shit on the face of this earth. There is no reason for 400 pip candle to dip down to here other than to try to collect your stop losses and take our money. Well, fuck them. And I need a TikTok so I don't get banned. Fuck them. This is why I'm here. Stop loss would have been down here. Jokes on them. We would have never been touted, you pile of fucking shits. But you would have entered the trade again off the red then at this point because your orange thing, and you'd make hundreds of pips on the way up again. This is called a bullshit motherfucking scam candle. Okay, I'm done. I'm back on TikTok. This candle is a bunch of BS. There's no reason for this candle in the history of the world. And it pisses me so off that's why I'm here. I'm totally negating their scammy way of teaching us to trade. I'm totally negating these candles that they do right here. I'm telling you how to trade, helping you every day how to trade, just for this BS right here. This is so full of BS. It just nuts when they do something like this. Now, if you have the system and you understand you can buy it any time on this, buy. You can move that all the way up and make money to retire off of it if you want it. Morning, trade gun. We're having fun this morning. We're going over the psychology of trading. All you need is to trust the safety trade system. I'm trying to teach you how to trust the safety trade system. And we have to be on a bullshit rate. Here's just this. All this does is trying to collect your stop losses. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Good morning, Matt. Hey, look at you, Matt. Matt Parker, Matt Sogovitz. Good morning, Matt. That's all they're doing. There's no way this candle is anything other than bullshit. That's all this was, which is a good thing because it pissed me off so much when I was learning how to trade the first 2 years when I was losing. I'm like, what the hell is this? What's happening? Why did I got my stop loss here? Why did I stop loss? Why am I losing? Oh my God, it's terrible. What is this? And that's all used to create doubt in your mind. Am I the right trade? Did I get the right? And you know, that's all they're doing. Total BS. Look at this shit. Another. This is another 400, 300K. Watch this. Gotta be. Yep. 300, 350K. They are so. But again, jokes on them. All the rules you could enter off of the red, yellow, or the orange again. But when it's below, you've been down here with your stop loss. You would click the shit off of us, but that's whatever. And again, see how you enter in off that? Again, we're going up to the blue line. So in other words, whenever they're pulling this down like this, they're trying to psych us out. It's a sell, right? And they get 93% of all traders believe it's a sell. And then what happens? It's just a buy. It's going to here. We know where it's going. You have to have confidence in the system. You have to have it. Doesn't matter. You could enter here where you should have. You could enter here multiple times. You could have entered off my orange top line, which is my orange profit line. You could enter halfway up. It doesn't matter because it's going to here. This is where it's going to go to. You have to have faith it's going to here. You have to have faith. If you do not have faith in the system, then just trade demo until you do. Go back and watch my YouTube videos. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times I call it to the blue line, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times it goes directly to the blue line. Even when it's going down. Even when it's going like this. I remember the day this happened. I remember, I don't have a great memory and a lot of other things. Great question because he has an ultimate memory, right? But I remember the charts. And I remember this day when I left you, and it was right here. And I said, I don't care. Buy stuff. We can go back to this day. You will hear me tell you. And I wrote it out on a white, black thing. I wrote it out. And I said, buy stuff. And I said it. And I traded it. And I took the trade with you. And matter of fact, I'm in one of them now. I left one run 600 and whatever it is, so 12, 1300. That's right. And this trade went up, right? I ate all my goals 2 or 3 down. I left it run. It went down. I did here. I left it red, and it went up. So it doesn't matter if you catch it down here. If you're in a green, red, buy stop with the crossing the blue with the blue line, all the other indices over the blue line, all the other indices. This is going to the blue line. Well, what about drawdown? What about it? Doesn't matter. So many of you guys get so sillified with your what they teach you in Top Step and Apex in your funded trader accounts isn't real trading. Let me be clear on that. What they're teaching you is not real trading. Let me say it again. We're trying to play 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and make the funded trader system, right? Safe trade system for you guys. But it's not real trading. You can't be done with the trade the same day on a fucking 90-minute buy stop. Maybe for 3 or 4 days you can, but on the APR where they stop you and they make you take your money out the same day or whatever bullshit rules they have, or you can only have a $250 drawdown. What the fuck? Yeah, no, wrong. 100% wrong. But I'll make the funded trader for you guys to work. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll do it. But that's not real trading. I clear that funded trader is not real trading, yes or no? Good morning, Peter. Stealing from real trade should be criminal. It should be Aussie trade. They just do it. They control it. Well, if you were making $7.2 trillion a day Aussie trader, you would do everything too to keep your money and take it from people and make it so complicated they can't win. All right. Now, going forward, we have a green, red, orange line, entry, anywhere the fuck you want to entry because you're going to the blue line. Why are we going to the blue line? Because all indices are above the blue line except for US30. That's why. US30 was very, very far behind it. Actual Aussie trader and then okay. Very far underneath. All the other symbols were over. This was under. This is a buy stop. The blue line low. That's how we get the correct ones. This is the one that's going there. You can see the blue line started to hook up. You can see this turn green again, you can see we're in profit. So many. Look at how many times. Does everybody understand? Every time it went above the orange, yellow, and red lines, that's money in. Does everybody understand that? No wonder why those traders block me when I say those things. Oh, that's too bad they're blocking you. They should learn. Look at how many times you're going to make money on the trade. Once. Oh, bullshit. 150 pips. Again. How many times? Over and over. The whole fucking trade is nothing but one huge money. It's an M printing over and over. ATM, how much you want? $300. How much you want? $500. How much you want? $2,000. How much you want? $2,500. How much you want? $100. It just keeps giving it to you over and over again. I mean, what? Oh, but I lost money when it went down. How the fuck did you lose money? If you put your stop loss here, you didn't even tap out. Whatever. Let's keep on going. Look. And again, we don't care about the money, the million, we 100% win rate. That's all we care about. That's all we do. Okay, and look, and that's where it's at. You see where it's at? This is the same trade. Across the blue. Stop loss down here. Entry. Boom. People are like, wow, is it that easy? Yeah, it's that easy. That's it. Green, red. I can pull this up. Use red for a. There it is. Green lifestyle. Is it as easy as this video right here? Yes. Do you have to have faith? Yes. Do you have to understand the system? Look, trade was trying to go down. You just remember the swimmer, dude. Old school Mick trying to go down and get the gold coin. 3 green things saying it's going to go up. How many times have I said this to you guys? 1,000 now. Well, hell more than that. Have I said it? Tens of thousands of times. That's green. I love it. So why would you think this is going to go down when you know the buy stop to the blue line is going up? Why? I don't understand the logic of some of you. If you do this trade, you could go down. He's trying to go down, right? He's trying to go down. If you do the trade, was trying to go down. Red was trying to go down. These things are trying to go down. It couldn't go down. I said that 1,000 fucking times. If it can't go down, it can only go up to the blue line. Why? How many times do I have to repeat this? Listen. Listen and write this down. I'm going to make this so I might not be able to read it. I don't give two fucks. This is what I'm telling you. When US30 is below, I don't care whatever time frame, the 90-minute, in this case, blue line. Doesn't matter. Give me the 5 or the 30-second blue line, right? And all other indices are above theirs, and it's a buy stop to that blue line, and most important, all the sniper lines are at the bottom right, ready to pop up. And you have your buy stop to the blue line, right? And all other indices are above. And if the buy stop to that blue line and the sniper's low, you take every 1 second to 1 hour, actually in this case, buy stop. Over, and I can go back and count them for it if you want. Over and over again. All right? Never a sell, but that's just me. All right. Now, am I clear? So, okay. So what I just wrote out, this is my aha moment right here, Kev. I've been trading way too many lots. I'll trying to force it. Right. Good. I'm glad that helped. Good morning, JL Green. Good morning, JL Green. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, Aussie Trader. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Ace Bullet. I'm glad I'm getting through to somebody. Don't be greedy. Secure the pips and the profits will come. Amen. Old school. Correct. All right. So is this getting through to you guys? Evidently somebody. I'm very happy to hear that. Yay. So happy, Aussie Trader. This trade can't go down when we have this requisites, these rules. US30's will be NAS. If NAS is below, all the other ones are below on a 5-second, and it's trade. All the other indices are above, and it's trading to the blue line, and it's a buy stop, and the sniper, all their lines were low. You can take every 1 second over and over again, never a sell. That's just me. The trade, this guy could not have gone down. Ray Sean could not have gone down and got that gold coin. This trade could not have kept going down. It can't under these circumstances. It can't. Well, it can with other things, and the pink line isn't right. And I'm not saying that. I'm trying to give you the rules of safety for you, so that you can have some more mental faith that the safety trade is going to do what it's going to do, and it does. What's up, Kenny J? What's up, Persistent? What's up, Neil? Trader. If retailers bought the system, they get their money back. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you bought the system, you have your money back in a trade. Oh, I'm just trying here, guys. Okay. And that little weasel this morning about the reverse thing had never sent his phone number in. Oh, people when they're typing their keyboard warrior cells, then as soon as you call them on it, they know and call it in. All right. Now, this trade in the Discord, I'm going to go back to these guys for a second. They're in here very nicely all night long, all morning, all afternoon, doing buys, doing sells, doing this, doing that, not following the rules, complaining about being stopped out. I'm going to have to put a stop to it. So make sure you understand that when you're in a long-term buy, right? This is a 90-minute buy with US30's below and all the others are above, right? This goes for all indices. This isn't just US30 to be clear. All indices went up. SPX, NAS, AS1, NQ1, YM1, all of them. Good morning, Kurt. I think you're going to enjoy this one. Is anybody enjoying this one this morning? I started off yelling and screaming at you guys. That was fun for me anyways. Trying to help you all understand the psychology of trading. Is this helpful to you guys? If what I'm teaching is helpful for you guys right now, 7s, yeses, thank God, I don't care. I'm just trying to help you guys understand how to trade the trade when it's called. Yes, I'm enjoying this. Okay. 7 says Joe Vega. Axel. Good morning, Rye. All right. So then you could have made money here, all the way up to the blue line, and you could have taken out. I'm going to get into something too right now so you guys can see how much more money you missed out on. Go over again when trade is over. Trade is over. Well, when you made 100 on this trade on US30 when it just did this movement right here, is the trade over then, guys? Should you take profit on that and leave one runner open? Yes or no? When a trade is up 150 pips, 150 pips, is the trade over for that trade? Yes or no? And you can leave a runner going. Yes, correct. Yes, J.O. Gray. Yes, Aussie Trader. Yes, Old School Mick. Yes, Alex. Yes. So when the trade is over, is right here. but you leave your runner run and it's closed out. You made a little money or not, whatever. Then you did it again here. Is the trade over when you're up 250 pips? Yeah, the trade's fucking over when you make 250 pips. Do you leave a runner run? Yep. Would you get tapped out? Fuck yeah, about 10 times slight profit. Would you have made 70 pips, the trade is over? Yep. 50 pips, the trade is over? Yep. A couple 100 pips, the trade is over. Let a runner run. And then on this one, when you let the runner run, it would have went up to the blue line. Close the trade down when it hits the blue line. Let one other runner run. That's how you know. You keep letting it go over and over again. It's immense. Didn't realize how much mental and trading junk I have. There you go, Kirk. Yeah, everyone does. Raise the stop loss on the runner till. Yep. That's all you do. Just keep letting it go. Good morning, Brian Claus. I really think this is going to turn into a training video for everybody. Everyone needs to watch this one. The psychology of to get out of your fucking way when you're trading. I'm trying to rename it that. Morning, Brian. Yeah, I would go back and watch this one if I read it. Green. Red, green. Buy stop to the blue line. All of these made money. Every trade. And then there it is. Run would be there. Now, would I get rid of this trade? Is how long do you hold it for, right? Well, no. Let the runner run. For how long? Well, let's go over here and take a look at what I called. I called a weekly buy stop. This is what you guys have to understand. The signal service, the trade tracker, all runs off of this pink line. When this pink line is above 80%, you close the trade down. It's down here. So how long will I ultimately leave this one trade open on US30? As long as I don't get tapped out, take profit. I will leave this trade open on 30 from 4:30, April the 30th. I'm up 600, so I'm up 1,400 pips right now, 1,350, 1,360. I'm up 1,360 pips on that trade. But watch this. I still have from here to, I know it's going to go above the previous high. I still have 3,600 more pips to go. If it doesn't tap me out and take profit, which it shouldn't. I have a good buffer in there, 680 pips, 1,300 pips. I should be fine on pullback. I can make another 4,800. I can 4,000 to 5,000 pips this trade when it's done, and you guys will be witness to it. This is a buy stop, weekly US30 buy stop, going to the orange line, going to, and no, by the way, I swear to God, I need to delete that comment. Oh, people use the orange line for profit. The fuck they do. They don't know what the fuck this is, and know the fuck they don't. And even if you know what it is, because anyone figure out right, no, they don't take that for take profit. No one does what I do. I should find that fucking comment and ban that fucker for whoever said it. Dumbass. Listen, this is what you go to profit on. We're here. How long I hold the trade for? Ultimately, till the pink line of my sniper goes above 80% on weekly. This is a weekly, 3-weekly buy stop. I hold the trade. Does everybody understand that, yes or no? So I have 3,000 pips ready to go. I already added to my trading playlist. Speaking of which, I got to do that too. I'll do it right now. Does everybody understand that, yes or no? And I better see more than 20 thumbs up on this fucking video. Now, let me go back over here. Yeah. All right. It's been added. Yes. Good, Guyber. I've gotten 2 ahas this morning. Boy, this is really going on the playlist. Good morning, Techman. You need to go back and watch the video from the beginning. I get to yell at you, and then I hopefully help with people with aha moments. Okay? So ultimately, we're holding the trade until the weekly because that's what the fucking signal service does. That's what the fucking trade tracker does. 100%. This is, unless God wants it to do something else, when the weekly pink line on this is low and it's down here on the bottom with your sniper away from the orange now relative to here, you will make money when it's at its bottom thing. And it does it every time. See? Pink line low, pink line low. It doesn't matter the symbol. It doesn't matter whether it's weekly. It doesn't matter when it's on the 3 month. Here, and we go over to Nike, right? We go to Nike, look on the 3 month. The pink line is low, and then it goes up. Price went up. Look at Nike now, pink low on the 3 months. Well, what about the 6 months? Yeah, pink line's low. What about the 12 month? Low and look at this shit. The 6 month. The last time Nike was at a 6 month low, this is nothing more than a low right here. Was here. This is the last time Nike was low. On the 6 month, it's low again. Buy stop. Nike, strongest I can possibly make. It will be a 3 month, 6 month buy. Oh, it's going down, Kev. Don't you know? Nike has this bad. This. I don't give a fuck about the news. I don't give a fuck about PE rate. I don't give a fuck about technical analysis. I'm telling you right now, Nike is the strongest buy stop humanly possible. Do a dollar cost average. Put your buy stop up here. I don't give a fuck. It's going to eventually go above whatever the hell this is, 100 or something. 104. I was going to go over 100. I thought it was 100. It will. I don't give two fucks about how it gets there, why it gets there. It's going to go up. By the time this pink line goes up to the top, price action will be higher than it was when it was at its bottom. Period. You guys overcomplicate every fucking thing I do. I gave you the signal service. There's so many of you still not in the signal service. I'm about to be fucking pissed about it. The signal service doesn't miss. These two are adding towards the top of particularly all those for you. We're 15-0 and 85-0 for 100-0. All they trade is this pink line. Right? And you guys try to fucking make everything so complicated by going, well, I'm going to get on a third. I'm going to do a 1 minute. I've got to get my funded trader. This will go up. Price on Nike will go up. Simple as that. There's no argument. It never not has done that. If you show me a 3 month, 6 month that looks like this on any other symbol, and we've looked at 120 of them that I documented, it's never not going up. Never. Oh, but there's drawdown. Fuck drawdown. It's going to go up. By the time this peak is up here, this will fill in the gap. Price action will be above 100 in this case for Nike. Am I clear? Kevin, where is the blue line on your sniper? It's below the orange. And sometimes why we have the orange here is we have higher time frames. Trading these suck so bad. They have enough history on the symbol to show the blue line, so it's an orange line. Am I clear? Good morning, Orlando Waters. You want to watch this one? Yeah, it says, yep, helped. Will do, sir. Yep. Am I clear? Am I clear? Thank you, persistent. You're so funny, says Nyla. Yep, I am. I care about each and every one of the people listening to me. I absolutely care about them. I want them, and I'm passionate about it. And I will do everything in my power to help them succeed, including yell at them, including scream at them. And I will do everything I can to get through their thick skulls on how to fucking trade. Morning, user 5799. Oh, so I don't know. When I'm down here and I'm teaching you this, and I'm going over the 90-minute that, right? I'm teaching you that. Look. We have a 6 months, 12 month buy on Nike with a 90-minute buy stop to the blue line. What the fuck? And anyone here thought Nike was going to go down on a 90-minute buy stop to the blue line? What the fuck? Look, it was a 30-minute buy stop to the blue line. It's a 45-minute buy stop this to blue line. Let's see, guys. Let's see. What do you think take profit is? Profit one, right here for Nike. Right? $61. Take profit two, right here for Nike, 62. It doesn't end. I mean, how ironically do you guys have to be not to understand the words I'm speaking? Look, buy stop to the floor, buy stop. Yes, Nike sells a daily in here. I understand that there's a daily sell. That's fine, but I would take any 30-minute buy stop that ever comes up on Nike, especially to the blue line. Take any 30-minute buy stop on Nike. Take any 30-minute buy stop on Target. Take any 30-minute buy stop you can on J&J. These trades on Target, Nike, and J&J will go on for 2 to 3 to 4 years. You have years to take buy stops on the 30-minute for J&J. Years to take buy stops on CVS. And any 30-minute buy stop you can find on XLM, on Ethereum, on XRP, on Bitcoin, on gold. My God, I've been calling gold right for years. Kimberly Harris has been calling gold right for years. On ES1, on SPX, on NQ1. Take any 30-minute buy stop you can find on these symbols, and you cannot lose unless God wants you to. Let me write this down. I swear. I'm going to write it down, and then there's so many people. Well, I just don't think I understand. What's a buy stop? I'm going to bold this for you. Take any 30-minute buy stop. And all of them on SPX, gold, US30, NAS, NQ1. Am I clear? ES1 to the game. YM1. Target. CVS. J&J. XRP. Bitcoin. I mean, you're not going to have a losing trade to take the fucking 30-minute on all of these ones. What more can I do? Ethereum. Sure. Nike. Sure. There's more and more and more. Take any of these. Am I not speaking English when I tell you what to do? This is all you need to do. When you make your money, buy my support what got you all that money. That's all I have in return. I'm giving out trade after trade. For years, I'm telling you what to do. You don't even have to watch me more. But should you support my system that is telling you the trades to make that can't lose? Yeah, you should. And when you make your money, you should buy the sniper. When you make your money, you should buy the rifle. When you get the signal service. So I can help other people make money just like I'm helping you make money. There's your trades. There it is. There it is. What the fuck more plain English can I do for you guys? All of these. All of these. Good morning, Jacob. You really want to watch this one? It's been a fun one. What's up, Aussie Trader? Am I clear on taking 30-minute buy stops? Thank you, Larry, say buying the system. Am I clear? I want you to take 30-minute buy stops on all those symbols for the next 2 to 3 years. Am I clear? Yes or no? Thank you, Larry, for speaking up. Jesus. But then I'm going to hear, but I want to do a 30-second sell. And I'm going to hear, well, I'm going to do a 1 minute to the blue line. Okay, you guys trade what you want to trade. I'm telling you to take any and all 30-minute buy stops, all of them, on all the symbols, whenever they come. And unless God decides to make change the stripes in the spots like a leopard, that you're going to make money with that trade. Simple as that. That's what it is. That's all you got. That's all you have to know. But let's go ahead and complicate things, okay? Let's go back to the 90. Here we go. Here's our 90 minutes of the blue line US30. I called it. I wrote it out. I told you. I emailed it out. I told you for day after day after day it was going to the stack on April the 30th. Then I told you it was going to the 45-minute. I told you it was going to the hour. Then I told you it was going to the 90-minute. Now I'm telling you it's going to go to the 2-hour. Gee, do we have something this perhaps? Let's see. Oh, look. Everything's turning to red. all the buy stops are forming. Interesting. Everything's turning to red. And all the buy stops are starting to form. See, 3-minute, 5-minute buy stops. It's a free upgrade coming from my beautiful wife, Bree, heart and soul and mind and body and face. Just gorgeous, right? Inside and out. Blessed to have her. She's willing to give this away for free to upgrade the rifle so that you guys have the reverse you can build. Oh. Keith Conan, the great Keith Palmer. I'm not charging you for it. We're not charging you for it. This is a free upgrade. If you have the sniper and the rifle, you get this free. By the end of the month, you'll have this on your chart. You really can't screw it up. You can't screw it up. You just can't. You can't screw it up. You just, when you understand that the higher time frame was a 90-minute buy because it was below, when you understand they're on weekly buy stops for all of the, it's going to turn into a daily sell. Don't worry. If it goes into a daily sell, things keep falling for day after day. I'll go ahead and call sells for you guys. I will. But a day occurs. We're going to ride this as a permanent buy. They're all permanent buys until otherwise noted. Yes, I understand that they're daily sells on the indices. I'm not dumb. I made the system, but it's showing. You're welcome, Nazareth. Thanks for another free upgrade. You're welcome. Or buy leaps. Yes, you can do your options. That is correct. I said buy leaps. That's funny. All right. So now we know. Some of you have noticed right here, by the way, just so we're on the same page. Some of you have noticed that I want to keep the show in center just green that isn't checking it. No. Keep is showing that he's checking it now. Every second on all these different time frames, including these will be updated. Every second, the sniper is being checked against the 1 second, 5 second, 10 second, 50. Every second, Keith is checking to see if the sniper is doing what it's supposed to be doing against all these symbols. Every second, the sniper is being checked to make sure these are being called correctly. Tell me that's not fucking impressive. Welcome, Larry. Thank you, old school, for speaking up. Rayshawn, do I still need to respond to your email? Yes or no? I think that was his email. Was it another? Yeah, no, that's not right. Rayshawn, do I have to respond to your email? Yes or no? Because I really don't. I think you've learned enough where I can possibly respond in an email to you. Live in Gangster's Paradise. No, I got it. Okay, thank you, Rayshawn. All right. So look, this is the 1.5 hour. I'm going to call something out for you that might be completely mind blowing. Might be, but I stopped to the 90-minute line on US30. Yes, I see they're going down. I understand that they're probably all the way down to like the 30-minute for all I know. I don't even know if we hit the 15-minute yesterday. Maybe some 10s were hit. But I can see it going down. Sure. Do I care? No. Am I playing it to the 90-minute? Yes. The 2 hour. Yeah. Buy stop. All indices, including SQ1, ES1, it's in the game, including buy stop all indices until the 2 hour blue line. Now let's be clear. If it doesn't hit the 2 hour blue line, which it will, but if it doesn't, you've already made all the money from here. See the buy stop on the 2 hour up to here? You made hundreds, not thousands, probably thousands of hits right here on US30. So it doesn't matter whether it touches, called H and H. As long as horseshoes and long as it goes up and we make money on the trade, you're golden. Now, I wonder what's next. If you see all the 15 seconds fall, do you think it could be a sell stop to the 30-second blue line on all indices? Yeah, you could read that. Say, hey, maybe I should look at the 30 seconds, see if I want to do a sell on all these. Yeah. Let me see now. Absolutely sell stop. Sell stop to the 30-second blue line on all indices. You see how you read it right here? There it is. The 1 second fell, the 5 second fell, the 10 second turned down, 15 second went below its blue line, the 30 second can go below its blue line. Play any sell stop, especially when you start to see 3 of these change to red. When you say it's US30 NAS and NQ1, say it's this one right here. Nope. I didn't do that. I changed that to red. Hold on. Okay. So once you see these go, like if it falls like this, definitely play. Demo trade only, definitely play FPX 500 ES1. Look at it. You see this? Take the motherfucking trade to the 30-second blue line of sell. I would do it. This is how I would trade this with 3 out of 5 change. Matter of fact, that's what the signal service is doing. That's what this thing right here is going to start sending signals to the signal room right here. You guys are going to have 2 more rooms added right here. And it's going to tell you when the Uno reverse is happening. At any time, it's going to tell you that. And then you guys are going to have the sniper and the sniper rifle and the signals. When the signals, you're going to get this for free on your chart. So you literally have this one on your chart. It's this one combined. So you're going to see this. It's just 4 higher type 3 biceps, like I always taught for 3 years. I could see it clearly 3 years ago, but none of you could. It was the craziest thing. I was like, I can't understand these self-deforming buy stops. It was so weird to see it. But now you have to see it. Now you see that this drops further. If it does, you'll see these 4, 15, 20 minute, 30 minutes, so on. Okay. I'm feeling very comfortable right now. I think that was a great session. Is there anything else you guys want me to go over? Coach, can you explain how you called that drop to the 15-minute yesterday? Yes, I called that strictly from my trading knowledge of FOMC. And what they do is they only have 2 tricks in their whole arsenal. That's all they got. They have nothing. What they do is they'll either at news or before the news. It's like if it's FOMC, right? FOMC. Can I write it? All right. If it's FOMC, we knew that we were at a buy stop. We were in a 90-minute buy stop. US30's below the US30, right? So we knew it was going to go up. But what they do is they go down before it, or right when they announce the news. You know, all of you seen this. Right when they announce FOMC or whatever, they'll drop it so fucking hard to take everyone's contract. How did I know? Because this is what they do. They do sells to the second, that's to the 1 minute. Then they bring it up again. I thought I went over this one day. And then watch. Then they do sells for the 3 minute. They'll go to the 5 minute. Then they bring it up the next day. Then they bring sell down to the 10 minute. I think that's what they did the day before, not yesterday. Before that. And then they bring it up. And then they bring it down to the 15 minute like that. And then they bring it down. Then they're going to bring it up. And then this time they'll bring it down to the 30 minute. And then they'll bring it up. And then they're going to bring it down to the 45 minute. That's just what they do. And then eventually they get it down to where it's for the daily. And then they flip it. If it's a weekly buy, then when it hits the daily, they'll start with the weekly buys. Then everything flips and everything starts going green. Then we'll go back to green again. Yes, I knew it because we knew it was a buy. And they always scammily try to bring it down for any kind of news like that. And bring it up later like that. That's why I drew what I drew on that. Remember what I drew? I drew it just like that. I said it went down to that. And that's their move. They bring it down to collect the contract. All the stop losses. They bring it down in order. They bring it down to 1 minute, bring it back up, get down to 3 minute, bring it back up, get down to 5 minute, bring it back up, get down to 10 minute, bring it back up. The week later, the next 3 days later, bring it down to 15 minutes, bring it back up, bring it down to 30 minutes, bring it back up. 2 weeks later, bring it down to 45 minutes, bring it back up. And that's just what they do. When you see it enough times, you're like, okay, yeah, you know what the fuck's going to happen. So they want to call that sell. I called FOMC what was going to happen hours and hours and hours before what they did. And they did exactly what they said. I said they were going to do, because that's what they can do. That's all they do. They're one trick ponies. They reverse it overnight. They bring it down. Well, it depends. If it's a down, they bring it up. First of that, so whichever version it is. If they bring it up all day, they'll bring it down overnight. If they bring it down all day, they'll bring it up overnight. If it's a long-term buy and they're making any kind of news, they'll bring it down to collect contracts and they'll pull it back up. Does that make sense to you, Larry? Yes, it was a great call. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. And good morning, Tank Dog. You're welcome, Larry. All right, any other questions? Because I think this has been a hell of a good trading session. Matter of fact, let me change my title to this one. We're going to change the trading must rewatch. I got it. It's all the trading lists. Let me get over here. Training. The salary one. Yep, we're saving it. So I renamed this the training video. I do this once every 2-3 weeks when there's a really good video we got going. And this has been a really good video. Plus, I got to yell. That always makes me happy. I have an aggressive teaching style, in case you haven't noticed. I just like it. I think it's through to some of you. I think some of you need to hear it, and you really need it. I do. All right. Great session. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. I think so too. I really do. Yes, makes sense. Good, Larry. Thank you, Alex. You're welcome. But yeah, does it kind of take and understand what's happening? I'm going to try to write this out. They're probably going to get a little pissy on TikTok when I do this. You have to understand their coming from. Understand this. Let's be reasonable here. Would you do everything you could to protect your $7.2 trillion a day business? Right? Forex alone. If it's just Forex, only $2 trillion a day business. Would you? Would you, yes or no? $100%. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Would you let random chance decide if you were going to make 7.2 trillion a day? This is a day. Would you let random chance do it? 7.2 trillion dollars profit. Would you let chance decide if you were going to make $7.2 trillion a day? Of course not, right? So no way are you going to let it go. There's no way you're going to let $7.2 trillion be a chance. So ask yourself, is the market free determined, rigged, or not. And to blame them for rigging it. I don't care. The truth is the truth. Are you seeing the truth yet? And my system figured out what they are going to do before they do it. That's why it works. And what the fuck? Buy it. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, peeps. Buy it. You go through that whole logical reasoning. Is this not logical to you? Would you do everything you could to protect 7? Of course you would. Would you let random chance decide if you're going to make 7.2 dollars? Of course not. So ask your market, is the market predetermined, rigged, or not? And do you blame them for rigging it? Boy, TikTok's going to get pissed. Are you seeing the truth yet? And my system figure out what they're going to do before they do it. That's why it works. Supremely grateful for the generous gift of time and knowledge this morning. I'll always have your back. Thank you, Crash. So 7s, if you guys understand what I wrote right there. 7s, if you understand what I wrote right there. 7s, if you understand what I am writing right there. And it's very, very, very powerful. You guys have to get that. If you understand that, right? If you understand that, you're going to understand how my system works, why you should buy it, why everybody on Earth should get it, because then you all can make side hustle money without having to worry about anything. I'll add to pictures. I'm going to leave that up for a minute. Let that sink in. Does anybody want to debate that with me? Like a guy that has no balls that was going to call earlier. Never gave me his number. Okay. Does everybody truly understand what you're reading there? I try not to go into this too much, but if you understood just what I wrote, you would understand why the system is amazingly accurate.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
If you can't read it on TikTok, I would go to YouTube. Zoom in a little bit for that for TikTok, maybe. Does that make sense to you? Side hustle bit. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm going to keep it here. Touch down in 5 seconds. You go, Matt. We're trying to do something a little bit bigger at this point. You want psychology. I started this off with the psychology is to trust the system. Knowing what you're aware should help you understand you can trust the system. That's it. Understanding it. And then I have my people in my family. There's college professors I used to talk to, right? Oh no, PE matters. Inverse head and shoulders matter. Handle and candle pattern, which is inverse head and shoulders matter. Looking to the left matters. Technical data matters. Earnings matter. News matter. None of that matters because they can't leave anything to chance. They already know what they're going to do before they do it, and that's it. None of that stuff matters. Am I getting through to any of you yet? Because I don't have a lot of ahas. Is anyone getting an aha moment or knew it, I guess, before maybe? I don't know. Some of you, if there's 100 of you, how many's watching? 33, 50, 85. and there's 30 of them there. So we're over 100 people watching. 100 of you watching. You should tell all your friends that the stock market is predetermined, and we have a system that kind of knows the predetermination, where it's going to go, what's going to happen. And that's it. There is no other volume VWAP that they don't work. They set up everything. They taught us always to fail. I really truly believe that in my heart of hearts. There's no way they taught us support and resist and it fails 93% to 99% of the time. They are teaching us the wrong thing on purpose. On purpose. I truly believe that in my heart of hearts, that the powers that be taught me and millions of other traders how to trade wrongly. On purpose, because they knew it wouldn't work. They made us so focused in on 1 minute, 5 minutes, and making a fast buck. They literally taught us wrong. And I'm over here beating my head against the wall trying to teach you guys the right way. And here I have a guy come on, oh, this is dangerous. Fucking moron doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but yet he had to speak up like that. It couldn't even help him. Good morning, Martin Lewis. You definitely want to watch this one. All right, I'm leaving this up for a reason. You might want to write it down. Demo trade only.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial.
This is my humble opinion. So if they're not leaving anything to chance, and they know where everything's going, right? Why do you care what PE ratio is? Why do you care what, gold, they found double amount of gold, it's going to go down. No, it went up twice. They found double, and it went up again. Double. Oh, well, Bitcoin doesn't have any utility. It should be zero, and it should be zero. But the powers to be have it priced where they want it, and we know that it's going to go up to where, and it did. It went exactly up. That was at like 80,000, whatever. It went right up to 95,000. I told you, because the system is flawless. You just have to read it correctly. That's the problem for you guys. Oh, Nike's going straight down. Can't you see Nike's going down? I don't care. It's a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month buy stop. I'm telling you, years from now, Nike will be above where the fuck ever it is right now. Well, that's easy to say. Well, okay, then trade. Again, I've known it for years. Yeah, mine was for 3 years. So I've been trying to spread the knowledge, but you can't tell this to people who are in college learning finance. You can't explain this to someone that has 20 years teaching, cares what the news does. You can't do it. They don't. Their eyes and ears and heart and souls are closed to the truth. You can't teach this to 90% of investors. It wasn't random. And they thought it was rigged. They would never trade. So yeah, I'm leaving this up for a reason. It's that important. If I leave anything up this long, it's extremely important to understand what you're reading right there. Thank you, at all. What's up, Mecco Mouse? Good morning, Mecco Mouse. Does anybody have any questions over this knowledge that I'm teaching you right now? The psychology of trading comes down to getting out of your own way, believing in the system, the safety trade system. I've hacked into what they do. I've done whatever stupid words you want to use. I figured out how they move, what they move, and where it's going before it happens. I give Jesus Christ all the glory. I give Jesus Christ all the knowledge. I wasn't smart enough to do it on my own. I'm a humble vessel of Jesus, and I don't care if you believe in whatever is. I don't care whatever your beliefs are, as long as you believe in a superpower, supernatural power, something that's above us. I happen to believe in Jesus Christ. You believe in whoever you want to believe in, that's fine. One of my biggest happiness moments of this whole thing for me and Bria, hers too, was one of our members was an atheist. and he's no longer an atheist. Because if nothing else, science isn't going to explain all this. And when they do, they're going to explain that there is a God. That's going to be the ultimate scientific thing they're going to discover. Hey, there is a God. There is a consciousness that made all this. It's going to be funny. Now, how is there a God before anything? I don't know. That's my wife. I have a couple questions I'm going to ask her. That's one of them. But your psychology for trading is trust through the system. Trust that I figured this out. That God helped me figure this out. And you can see the results every day. Every day you see me make the right calls. Every day I'm to the 1 second, 5 seconds with you. Every day. Hundreds and thousands of videos proving the system works. And yet they're still about. Kind of fun. All right. So I'm going to quit beating your guys' head into the ground. I hope to God I helped you all with your psychology of how to trade. I hope everyone listening to this, when they rewatch this, buys the system. I would really like everybody in the world not to be replaced by robots and AI, not have any money. Because let me give you a hint. If all of the banks that take your money and make money in markets with it, they take your money and use it against you, we're going to make $7 trillion a day ourselves. The average human beings will make $7 trillion a day. They need to quit making that, and then in which case they can make $100,000 or $200 million a day. We'll make the $7 trillion, and then we'll take all our money back, and we'll be rich. Need fucking jobs. How about that? They can give the jobs to the robots, and we'll make our money trading. Wouldn't that be nice? Even an atheist believes in something. They have faith in something higher than themselves. They have to. Well, the atheist says they don't believe in God, but God, their belief is not in something. If you guys can think my logic through, atheism is no belief in God, but that means they have to acknowledge God, not to believe in God is kind of ironic with the belief system, whatever. No, an agnostic believes in they don't know what. An agnostic is somebody who doesn't know what they believe in. An atheist does not believe in any higher power. I'm going to have to argue that one. Atheists don't believe in anything other than science, which is actually a belief in science, which is a belief of man fucks up everything. So they're believing in something that's fucked up, but whatever. I'm going to stay out of the argument. All right. There's no atheist in a thing hole and a foxhole. When you're in a war, there's no atheist when you're about to kill. So what Ray Sean's making is just true. Yeah. Anywho, all right. I've left this up as long as I can. I've taught you guys everything I can in psychology. Yes, I'll go over little things about repeating things and how you can look at things and visualize things, and you can do deep breathing, and you can bring your brain waves down from alpha to beta, so you can actually be in a learning state. That you can actually learn the psychology of the trading, which is getting rid of all your old trauma beliefs that you had, all your trauma, which was from all the losses. When I had 2.5 years, I'm still traumatized. I still had 2.5 years, because otherwise I'd be trading billions of dollars and billions of dollars right now. So I'm still traumatized, actually. I only trade hundreds of thousands and stuff like that. But yeah, so you can do all that. You can learn all those ways, and then you can just have your base core of beliefs with fun. That the safety trade system works and I trust it. And that's it. And then you just make decisions on your trades accordingly. My robot will be trading, that is true, but that's going to be a year from now. I'll have it done. Don't worry, maybe sooner. We'll see. It's going to be a year. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm done for this morning. I'll be on later this morning. Okay, thank you all for being here. I'm pretty sure you guys got something out of this one. I'll make some final call outs to you. Sell stops. Play any sell stop to the 1 minute blue line, and I'm going to go ahead and call it out to the 15-minute blue line. Or, better yet, go ahead and take the buy stops. And I'm going to call you the buy stops. I'll write it down. Hold on, let me write this down so you guys can have it. This is my final call outs for you this morning. I'll be back on later. I probably won't be back on for open. I got to go eat. I got to go lift. I got to go do my walk. got a lot of stuff. So for all our indices, US30, 1 SPX, ES1 is in the game, NAS, and NQ1 sell stops, demo only to what was it? 1 minute blue line, then to 15-minute blue lines. Wouldn't touch that low. So we're gonna make this up left. Then I stops to US30's 2 hour. Absolutely. And then buy 5 US30 2 hour blue line absolutely would take this trade. And then of course we have the daily sell, which we're going to skip over, and then weekly buy, and that's the best weekly. Okay, now I hope I'm clear enough. I hope there's no misunderstandings of what I'm typing. Oh, it's a 30-second. Never mind, I have the 30-second here. Sorry, I didn't have this 30-second. 2 30-second. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Oh, thank you, God bless. All right. God bless everybody on TikTok, YouTube. Whoa, keyboard. I'm going to blow anybody up. All right, and then I'll be back on maybe more open, probably not. Maybe a little bit after open, probably so. I'll leave you with one final thought here. Go over this. Buy the system. It helps me and Bree out. More importantly, it'll help you guys out. I promise you it will. Just go over there and do that. All right. Done. Out of here. See y'all later, Lord willing. Talk to you later. All right, here goes TikTok. See you guys on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and X. God bless you all.